welcome at the Wisty Vlog. Today we're at the German Comic Con in Dortmund, which means I was here very early, you know, to get in Germany, and people still trying to get in. Of course, we got the coffee check and everything, but yeah, going to join me on this adventure? Here we've got some special cups. This one is from Vikings. Got Pretty Little Liars, Harry Potter, just Comic Con, another Comic Con, and Blood Diary from Vampire Diaries. Unfortunately, these two actors cancelled. Here we have Sons of Anarchy, I think, and Stranger Things, also cancelled. Back to the Future, because Christopher Lloyd is here today. And just some artwork, which is really cool. And here we've got Gotham. And just a regular normal cup. So these cups are all each €5. And you get a beverage inside. They are also handing out some screen posters. So, this is the merchandise hall. So that's where we're going first. And then we're going to the actors. It's that way. So right now we're going to Anna and afterwards the Harry Potter panel.
Thank you. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Please sit down. And I cannot pronounce your name correctly.
Popplewell.
Popplewell.
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Popplewell.
I mean, I think it's better than my German, so I forgive you.
Better than mine. I don't even speak it. I'm Polish.
Oh, okay. So we're both useless.
I know, right? Thank you again for being here with us on the stage.
Thank you for having me.
And welcome last day of the Comic-Con. How are you feeling?
I think I probably feel pretty similar to everyone here. Excited, a little bit tired, you know, there's definitely a Sunday vibe, but there's still lots going on, so it's exciting.
Yeah, it is. That Sunday is always a different day because everybody's a little bit more chill. There is no this nervousness in the air, and they were like, okay, yeah, now we can sit down and chill and talk to our stars, so it's really cool.
It's so funny as well because everyone's costumes have been absolutely amazing, like the cosplay is amazing, but I've seen already some people today coming back in different costumes, and I'm like, I think I know you, but you look different, you've got a different outfit.
Yeah. But for me it's always so impressive to see how much passion and love and care goes to those costumes. It is incredible.
It's amazing. People look amazing.
I know. I'm so satisfied as well to see that people are actually following the passion to make that costume and actually commit to spend the whole day in that costume, and they look amazing.
Because some of them cannot be very comfortable, I don't think.
No. Did you have any time on the set a costume that you couldn't just wear? It was just uncomfortable so badly.
There are some, yeah, sometimes, I mean, I would say 70% of the time in your costume you're a little bit uncomfortable because you're too hot, you're too cold, you know, it really depends on where you're filming. Sometimes you have like a stunt rig, so you might have a harness underneath or something that holds a prop in place, and I've done a lot of like period and fantasy work, and so the costumes are always a little bit more complicated. I'm looking forward to the job where I just wear a pair of jeans.
Imagine that, just a whole series that you're in sweatpants.
Yeah, I think I need to find a role in pajamas.
I know, right? That would be perfect.
Those Money Heist jumpsuits look pretty comfortable, actually.
I saw some guys here. Yeah, that was a brilliant move, no? We just had a guy from Money Heist on the stage.
Oh yeah, he's a sweetie.
He is really cool, yeah. But the costumes are very, very comfy. My dear audience, just a side note, if you have any questions to our star, just please raise your hand up and my lovely assistant will join you with the sanitized microphone. Here you go, there's already questions, perfect.
Hi. I was wondering, what was the process of being cast as Susan in Narnia?
It was a long process. I had done I was sort of already acting before that as a kid, and I just went to an audition, like a sort of standard audition, and then I kept going back, and they auditioned us together to see if we fit as a family. So we did a couple of auditions like that, and then they were doing some rewrites for the script, so the whole thing took over a year, the casting. So it was a long time, and by that point you think, I'm never going to get this role, but I'm glad I did. So yeah, thank you for your question.
I think we're more glad that you did. Thank you so much. Thank you for the question. Next, please. There's the next question.
Hi Anna, what's your favorite memory of the filming of the Chronicle of Narnia?
That's a great question, thank you. In terms of actually filming it, I loved working on the battle scenes in Prince Caspian, and then also in the first movie, I think seeing the Narnian snow sets for the first time was really magic. But the thing I've sort of taken away with me is the people, such wonderful people to work with. So that was like a real highlight.
Thank you so much. I read somewhere that you actually kept a journal during the filming.
Yeah.
And then actually it turned out into a book.
Yeah, I think one of the producers realized that I was keeping a journal, and he was like, "Can I publish that?" I was like, "Sure." But yeah, I haven't looked back at that for a while. I'm sure it's like very cringeworthy, but no, it's a nice record.
Monday, I had oatmeal.
I hope it's a little bit more exciting than that. I don't know if I put the oatmeal in there.
Do you remember what you wrote about?
I need to look at it again.
Fair enough. But do you still keep the journals on the sets? Is it something that you still do?
No, I don't, and I should. Because you forget so much, don't you? But now we all have cameras, so I think you prompt those.
Different.
Yeah, you prompt those memories. Yeah.
And then another question: did you keep the journal as Anna, or did you keep a journal as Susan?
Oh no, as Anna. I'm not a method like that.
But imagine that. That would be so cool, no?
Yeah, I mean, I think some people do that as part of their process, like character diaries and stuff.
No, that's a very cool thing to do, no? Thank you so much. So, is there any juicy, spicy question that you were asked and you didn't answer?
That I should not answer here?
No, I'm joking, sorry.
No, actually, since there's no question, I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you so much for having me, and it's really a pleasure to be able to come back to cons in person again. And I'm sorry that we're not all hugging all of the time, but I hope that you're as happy as I am to be able to do this in person and not just on a screen anymore. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, and thank you very much, audience, for your questions. Thank you so much for being here. It's always sweet to have you on stage.
Have a lovely day, guys.
My mom is just calling me. That's the top of her head here. And she doesn't trust me. I'm in Germany for Comic-Con. So please, can you make a big loud noise from my mom? Mom, that's why I cannot talk to you right now. I'm so sorry, I love you. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Thank you, Mom. Bye-bye. My mom believed you, so thank you so much. Thank you, I do appreciate that. Next guest, they don't really need an introduction, but it is my job to introduce them. So I need a round of applause for Miss Afshan and Matt. Come on. Welcome to my living room. Hi. Hello. Please make yourself comfortable. It was a long day yesterday and even longer today, so now you have time to chill on the couch with us. So, last day of Comic-Con, how are you feeling?
Tired, I need some coffee, I think, at some point.
At some point, coffee?
Yes,
We can arrange that for you, sir. We can do it.
Well, it's immediately post-lunch, and so I've got that kind of post-lunch fatigue.
You got the slump.
I'm feeling, yes. So I need you all to get us up. There we go.
Yes. Now the audience is being amazing. This is you on the screen, that is
Yes.
true. Yeah, just a tiny bigger version. So the audience is amazing, and I know they are ready to ask questions. Are you ready to ask questions? Yes.
Questions, please.
So good questions, good spicy, juicy questions, and my lovely assistant is there with the microphone that it was disinfected, so yes, let's go on. First question, shoot.
My question is, who's your favorite Harry Potter character?
Who's our favorite? I mean, I'm not just saying this, but I say it every Comic-Con, but it is Neville. I'm actually not just saying it because Matt's here, but I've mentioned it at every Comic-Con. It is Neville. I just think we've all got a bit of Neville in us, to be honest.
Yeah,
and I just think he's had the biggest, I know it sounds really like, but he's had the biggest journey throughout the films, and when we first see him, he's just, or like read about him, he's just the character that we love, and then at the end, he's just the character that we love even more. So for me, and I'm not just saying this because Matt's here, I promise you, I would never, but yeah, Neville is my actual favourite character.
That's amazing.
And also the fact that Matt plays him. Can we have a round of applause for Matt playing Neville? The perfect Neville, I think, definitely.
Well, that's very kind. I like Neville. I mean, you know, besides the obvious, I don't really know. Really, I always liked the older characters, like the teachers. I really enjoyed Professor Lupin. You know,
There wasn't enough of Lupin, I feel like, in the films. I feel like we should have had more of Lupin.
Agreed. Yeah, absolutely. Because he's much more involved in the books, and I would have liked to have seen more Lupin in the movies. And I love David Thewlis. And Sirius Black as well, which again, we should have had more of Sirius Black in the movies, and again Gary Oldman.
It's Gary Oldman,
incredible.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So those two, I always quite enjoyed those characters. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Hi, I wanted to know what role you originally auditioned for, and I mean, if you auditioned for the roles you ended up with, that's obvious, but if you auditioned for any other roles.
For Harry Potter franchise, yes?
I mean, obviously, I went in for one of the Patel twins. I just didn't know which. Patel twin I was going for.
Did you have a preference?
I did. I did want to play Parvati because I did want to dance with Harry, but at the end of the day, I'm actually taller than Dan, so they couldn't cast me as Parvati because when we're in the U-Ball and we're dancing, Dan would have to probably wear heels to be dancing with me. So because I was taller than Dan is the reason why I play Padma, and Shafali was a lot shorter than me, and so she played Parvati. But yeah, I auditioned for one of the Patel twins, but yeah, that's how I got the role of Padma and not.
But how crazy that this small technical detail just
You should have seen, like, we were the first ones in hair and makeup and the last ones out, just to kind of make us look similar, because honestly, we look nothing alike. She had like big platform shoes just to be the same height as me. That was all my real hair. I had like hair past my bum. She had to have extensions and like a weave put in. And like the little details that you guys didn't see, like beauty spots like marked onto our faces, the same jewelry, like stuff like that. Like they really did try. And then she stopped doing them after the like 5th film, and then they just gave up. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I originally just went for any role at all. I was such a big fan of the books. I just wanted to be involved with the films in some way, shape or form. I didn't really care. I think I said to my mom, I was like, I just want to be in the background. I want to go to Hogwarts. So I didn't really care what role I got, and so I guess I went up for everything, and fortunately they asked me to recall and audition again for Neville, which a role of that size, I never in my wildest dreams expected that. So thrilled, you know. But I just wanted to be any part of it. I'd have been Dobby. I'd have been anything. Yeah.
It would be the track for a train.
Literally anything. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Next question, please.
Hello, I really wanted to know, did you take something from the set with you back home?
And when yes, what?
That's a tricky
We're
question.
not allowed to say.
I mean,
If you could, in the imaginary
I mean, I
world.
borrowed some stuff. One day I'll give it back.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
It's on loan.
It's on loan, yeah.
Was it more costumes or just the items?
I just took like the jewelry that I didn't take. Sorry, it just fell into my bag. Like I'll give it back. The jewelry that I used to wear. My sign on my dressing. Our dressing room.
Oh, that's fine. You can have that.
Stuff like that. Yeah, we can have that. They're not going to use that again. They'll just throw that away. And I took a tie.
A tie?
Yes.
A Gryffindor tie?
No, can I tell you actually what happened? Shh, don't look at me like that, like I've done something like... on the last day, there was 2 ties in my dressing room, and they're very strict, by the way. And I was like, why is there 2 ties? Well, we don't need 2 ties.
Or did you think they'd done it on purpose as
like a gift.
This is for you,
This is for me. So, I said to myself, at the end of the day, if that tie is still there, I'll just borrow it. And I did.
And it's done.
I'm amused that was where your brain, why else could there possibly be 2 ties? It must be for me to take home.
Of course you cannot put it on the neck. 2 ties on the neck.
Well, nothing like, I wish we could take our wand, but obviously not. Like, then we had one place on set.
Yeah.
What did you take?
I stole quite a bit.
Oh, wow.
Not as much as I would have liked. And I only say that because some of the other guys, Jason Isaacs, would steal everything. And they literally started nailing stuff down to stop him from nicking it. I know we were at the studio a couple of weeks ago. We were doing this reunion thing, I don't know if you heard of it. And everything's now glued down. And me and Tom Felton were like trying to, like, with our feet up, like, just trying to nick shit. But no, I mean, I've got Neville's his outfit from the final movie.
See, that's worse than my tie.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
You like judged me for my tie.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to justify it with I thought it was a gift. I just straight nicked it.
You just walked out in it.
Yeah, did you walk out in it? How can you think it's still out there?
So this is very...
The one with the cardigan?
Yeah, it's covered in blood and burns and the whole thing, the trousers, the cardigan, the shirt. So we had like a dresser, to come and to dress us. It's so ridiculous. And he just came into my dressing room after we just wrapped on the last day. I won't name names, but he came in and said, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Can I have it?" He goes, "If you put it in your bag right now, you can have it." And I was like, "Okay." So I just stuffed it in and left. And so yeah, I've got that. I don't know if
that's on eBay.
That's on eBay, available.
I might have the police at the door next week asking for that back. And just some other bits and bobs that I just picked up, like prop things. I've got my false teeth, which is cute. It's kind of revolting, but I've got those.
This is just made for you.
Yeah, they don't fit anymore.
Did you stop wearing them?
Yeah, I stopped wearing them.
You wore them the 4th and 5th?
Yeah, 5th, I think. I stopped wearing them, yeah. I used to break them all the time and they were really expensive. It's terrible.
How did you break
his teeth, I think?
How did you break false teeth?
Because I hated having them in. And so I used to take them out all the time and put them in my pocket and they would just break. And so they ended up gluing them into my mouth. They would get like the Fixodent, like false teeth glue. Because they were so sick of me breaking these teeth that they were like, I mean, that's ethical, isn't it? To just glue some teeth into a child's mouth?
That's what you do?
That's fine.
Fair enough, thank you so much.
At the studio. Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much. Unfortunately, it's the whole time that we have for this panel, but thank you so much for being here with us. You have a lovely fan base, and
we do. We have the best fans.
Absolutely.
You guys to still be here after 20 years or like however many years
it's wild.
It's wild. Like you guys have. Thank you so much for coming as well and having us as well.
Thank you so much, guys.
Wait right there because I'm going to get a picture with me and Matt with you guys in the background.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, guys. Yeah, of course. All right, guys, you win. so much, guys. You're an amazing audience. You can, you can find the guys signing autographs in their booths, and the next panel is gonna start shortly. Thank you so much.
So if you missed your chance on getting an autograph of your favorite actor, this is the area where you can find some autographs or signed stuff. So let's take a look. So I'm not going to show you everything, I'm just going to do a quick layout. We've got Narnia. So everything is in alphabetical order. So we got Jenna Prosty. We got somebody from Game of Thrones, one like this. We got Katie Bell from Harry Potter. Georgina. We got Emily Perkins. Tom Hopper. Here we've got some signed Funkos. Hotma. Tang Cheng. Game of Thrones Funkos. These are the mystery bags, so you buy one of the today, and then maybe you get a chance of finding your favorite actor. It could be favorite movie or franchise, so you never know. Here we've got some Comic-Con merch, buttons, hats, t-shirts. Here is Batman. Comic-Con waffle bag. Comic-Con bag. Comic-Con Nation. And of course the Weekend of Hell, which is held 2 times a year. Sorry YouTube, I'm not going in. Nope, I'm sorry. Maybe children are watching? Nah. So inside you can see some, you know, adult movies, but also horror movies. So, I'm not going to show that. Almost there. This is a very secret door. This is the actors' break room. So you will see some actors getting out randomly. So, this is the door. This is the photo shoot area. We got 7 boxes in total. So you can see they're already lining up for an actor. And there you can get some drinks and of course more merchandise from Comic-Con itself. We have It, Hateful Eight, more Harry Potter, and Game of Thrones. Same as I showed you downstairs. So sell signed Christmas ornaments. Here we have Anthony, a Masterson, and Chelsea. Chelsea sitting, not at the moment, but Chelsea is sitting right there. So I have this Comic-Con mug to put real wine in, and they're only €5 as well. If you do not like the photographs that they put down next to an actor, you can also buy one. So here we have Chelsea, and that will be €3 extra, but then you get your favorite picture. Or 4 for 10. So if you want to meet more people, you can just make your own selection and yeah, maybe 20, I don't know, as many as you want. I'm not going to touch them because I have to reach out and yeah, the fingerprints will be over it. So this is a top loader, you can put your autograph in, it's only €3. Got Ricky Widow, Tasha's going to the gym today, so we're going to show this photo right now. So this is where Christopher Lloyd will be sitting soon. Then we got Michael Huw, Chelsea, Ricky Widow, So this area I just showed you is just a small area, and they got some actors there, and of course the photo booths, and then other actors are placed in a different hall where they could like make big lines to get 6 feet apart. So let's go to that area. And here we are. You can even get a cup of noodles. I always feel bad for the actors that are upstairs. Look at it. There's so many over here. So here we got Game of Thrones, Vladimir, Daniel, and Gavin. Penny, Ashley Green, Ivana, Mark Rolston, and Janet Goldstein. Also going to meet Ashley today. We're going to have an autograph and of course photo shoot. And I will put those in right now. And of course Natasha's as well. Here we got Luca, Anna Popplewell, and Lana, who's actually also selling her own merch. We're also going to meet Anna, and Natasha's very excited by it. It's like a dream to meet her, so here's her photo. And here's mine. No, I'm actually very happy that Narnia is like very important for Natasha, so Natasha's going to be the one that shines today. And here we have Huw Collins. There's already a line waiting for him. There we got DJ, Daniel Gillies, and Jodie Lynn O'Keefe, Alexander Ludwig, Travis Fimmel, and Alex. I'm not going to pronounce that middle name. No idea. So, Ian Harding, Sasha Pieterse, Huw Collins, Kim Goats, and we got a Harry Potter area, so we got Matthew Lewis, Rusty Guffey, and Afshan Azad. We have Matt Bennett, David, Aaron Richards, Chandler Riggs, and Nadia Hilker. So those are all the actors for this event, and I'm going to put in all the photographs and autographs we got today. Some are for my friends, so your names will be in this video, I'm sorry. But the autographs are amazing, so here they are. So most people like me that bought an early bird ticket will be very happy because there's almost no lines to buy your autograph ticket or photoshoot ticket. And when you have your ticket, you can just sit in line, relax, and just wait until the moment comes that your actor or actors will arrive. going to do is Pretty Little Liars, and it's actually in this big area. We got all chairs and everything. So let's go to the Q&A of Pretty Little Liars.
We've got some great guests for our first panel today from a little show you might know called Pretty Little Liars. Sasha Pieterse, Huw Collins, and Ian Harding, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Guten Morgen.
How are we doing?
How's everybody doing? Sorry for the long answer. Just how you doing?
I'm Alexa, and my question is, what is your favorite quote from Pretty Little Liars?
Wait.
If it's from your character, that's fine, but it's also... If it's from someone else, that's fine too.
Your name is Alexa.
Yes.
We should all ask you a question.
That's a good point. It's just,
Yeah.
The favorite.
she's like, I haven't heard that one before.
Never.
That's a good question. I'm gonna start because I know what it is. Just like you, Alison, calm as a bitch. It was like such a great line. I love that line.
You just liked
I love
saying
that.
that to
It
me.
was great. I still say it to her now. I just substitute Alison for Sasha.
I think, well, I think just because it was such a fun scene to film too. Well, I guess I had two. The first one is Did You Miss Me? Because it was one of those things that Troy and she just thought it was so cheesy, but she loved the hair flip that I had to do. You know, very dramatic, but it was a really good line. Immortality, my darlings, that's a big one, but I like the shy on the streets, sexy in the sheets. That's one thing that I said to Emily, and I remember kind of not believing that we were actually going to say that, because it was pretty early on and it seemed really racy.
And you were like 12.
I was, yeah. But I love it. I don't know. Ali had some really good lines.
It's like I don't remember it.
I don't remember them while I'm saying them.
You're still thinking about the German food.
Yeah, I'm still thinking like, could I put some sort of like berry sauce on the Schweinehaxe? Or like, does it go well with like a Weiss beer or, you know, like a dark beer? Dunkel?
Didn't you have like a funny pie line?
What's that?
Didn't you have like a funny pie line?
Actually, the thing that immediately came to my mind that I thought was really hilarious was Troyan's line. You know, and there's just Spencer slutting it up, and something like that. And just the way she said it, I thought hilarious. Or, oh God, I loved when Shay would have to say anything. I loved being present for it.
Well, you also loved the way that she, like, if there was any Canadian accent that came from her mouth.
Oh yeah, whenever Shay was just, you know, her character grew up in Pennsylvania, and then she's like, oh, sorry. I was like, you know,
Gotcha.
there it is.
Gotcha.
So I don't know, that doesn't answer your question, but basically, anything that came out of Shay Mitchell's mouth.
This also doesn't
my
answer your
favorite.
question, but...
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I was wondering if you could show me your favorite dance move, because I felt like in Pretty Little Liars there was a lot of dance balls but very little dancing, so I was wondering if you could show me something.
I'm a big chair dancer fan.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with lap dancing, but I'm a big fan of, like, if I'm at a wedding or something like that, and people are like, it's time to dance, and you look around and the dance floor is still pretty deserted. I'm like, not yet. But you try and like get people in the mood, so you're kind of like, like you point your foot towards the dance floor. You're kind of like doing this, So it's like, okay, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about going.
You've never sounded more white than this moment right now
just
in
like,
the world.
Or maybe do like a, you know, something like that.
Veil in particular. That's I don't think I've ever done that.
Thank you.
What's the floss, right? Can you do the floss?
The floss?
The floss is the,
yeah.
like this?
Yeah, I can barely do it.
How does that work? How do you do the floss? Like this?
Well, one of your,
Yeah, there you go.
No, like,
almost had
that was
it.
really close, yeah.
You almost had it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I can't.
I appreciate
I did
that.
like half a floss.
This isn't about me, but my also not white. My husband at wedding.
Very white.
He's very white. He loves to do the word at weddings.
The word?
He's actually very good at it.
In his honor, when you
No, absolutely not.
Please demonstrate.
No, absolutely not. I literally.
I don't think you would enjoy watching us perform our favorite dance moves because in isolation,
particularly Hugh's, you know.
It is too bright, and there is not enough alcohol.
Do you have? I guess your favorite dance move is the shaky footy at the dance.
Shaky foot thing. I used to be somewhat good at the worm, but then I turned.
Can one be good or bad at the worm? I mean, is it just?
Yes, you can. You can hit the floor the wrong way, and you are not having children. Like there's, or you shatter your
like
hip.
break your nose, or you.
That's not great. No.
I really haven't been doing the worm right.
Never done the worm.
No, I haven't done the worm. No, I haven't. It's a great question. I don't have a favorite dance move, and I don't think.
Maybe you dance.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, get down.
Well, gang, that was brilliant. That was fun.
I think brilliant is probably is a stretch.
It's generous.
But it was a moderately good start to the day. Who's next on here?
The 100.
Oh, the one, is it Ricky, Wittle and Chelsey?
Ricky and Chelsea and
Oh Jesus, that's a disaster. I'm so glad we're not going after them. They have so much fucking energy. I swear to God. Are they behind us?
Way more fun than us. It's a little annoying.
I'm glad we're going before them.
Yeah.
You guys are going to have a great time with them. They will show you
this is already over. I feel like it's going to be a little longer.
I thought it was just be longer too, but then Ian started.
Right.
Yeah. Whoever asked the dance question, ask that to Ricky and Chelsea.
I think we
Could I just have one question, please?
Yeah, for fuck's sake, here it is.
I haven't seen Huw for a long time, and he's got a really sexy mustache. And I just know that I'm probably not the only one in this room that wants to know, does it feel that smooth on other lips? You beautiful, beautiful man.
I'm so glad you're here.
And also, did someone say dancing?
Yeah.
The two of you give me a lot of joy.
I genuinely can't tell you how glad I am that you're going after us. I meant that sincerely before I knew you were here.
I like how he's completely avoiding the question.
Coming second, it's fine. You go right ahead.
Listen, your reputation precedes you. I'll give you Molly's number and she can answer the question about the mustache.
I was going to say his wife, I think. Yeah.
It'll be an interesting conversation.
Are you cheating on me?
I am. I'm sorry, Ricky. This is the moment I'm going to reveal.
No, we were going to be so inappropriate.
Yeah, sorry. We should go. I think
they're here. They're ready to go.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
For coming.
Thank you for coming.
And now we will start with the Q&A from the 100. There are 3 extras, Chelsea, Ricky, and I think Nadine. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But I was first sitting somewhere else, as you will notice with the footage of Pretty Little Liars. Every time when somebody was like walking up the stairs, they would like ting, 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 ting. So my camera was like doing this all the time. So then I was just, they closed up that Q&A, and then I was just running, like not really running, but just walking fast to get there. And there was this one spot. It was a VIP spot, but it was nobody there. So I was just asking like, can I sit there? And I could. So very, very happy I could.
Chelsey Reist and Miss Nadia Hilker.
Ricky Wittle.
Let's sit. Where are we sitting?
Oh no, I like this. This is all mine. Hey guys, hello. Happy Sunday.
Do you think we could fit that on the plane? This is so dope.
Right, but I can sit like a dude and not feel crotchy. Like I'm showing everyone my groin. You win. Some questions over at this one.
I have a question for Nadia. Should you do it in English or in German?
Whatever is better for you.
In Deutsch.
Deutsch?
Ich spreche Sie Deutsch, ja.
Ja, ich spreche. Welche Dreharbeiten waren für dich härter? Für The 100 oder für The Walking Dead?
Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Walking Dead.
What was the question?
What's harder to film, Walking Dead or The 100? I think The Walking Dead is probably one of the toughest shows to be on in the world. I feel very confident to say that. It's just the hours and the humidity and the woods and the snakes and the dead deer that's just bathing in the sun and the smell, and then working with 30 people every day. You love, but you also learn to hate after an entire year of hanging out with them 18 hours a day. It's a very tough show, but I love it. And The 100 is just a bunch of crazy people that are just having the best time of their lives. Okay, that sounds like I hate The Walking Dead and I love The 100, which is not correct. I love them both, but they're very, very different shows.
Ja, kann ich verstehen. Bis dann.
Danke sehr. Hi.
I asked this one Christopher Lappen actually. Do you prefer Octavia or Blood Rainer?
It's about my wife, my girl, Octavia. I think if Lincoln stuck around, this Red Queen business wouldn't have happened, because I think Lincoln was very much a calming influence, and she went on the rampage because someone took her man. And I think that if Lincoln had stuck around, maybe joined up with Luna, there would have been a very powerful force for good, with less killing, because Lincoln got shit done without killing people. He killed when he had to, not because he wanted to. And I just feel that he would have been able to kind of guide Octavia's rage and aggression to a more positive. There was actually a storyline where they went on together before I wanted to leave, which I was telling you.
Which I didn't know.
Yesterday. That,
I didn't know. This is getting juicy.
Well, because there was a whole, before it all kind of kicked off, there was a big whole storyline where Octavia and Lincoln were going to move forward together and create this kind of rebellion, and they were going to fight together side by side, because Lincoln was training her up, and we were supposed to see like backstory of like that training and that kind of chemistry that they had, where he was really proud that she could fight, but then also proud that he had to keep pulling her back and stopping her, and it was kind of a nice thing to see her kind of tame her rage. But they would have moved forward and used its power for good. And Luna was actually supposed to be like marrying Lincoln in their culture, but of course, because Lincoln refuses all ground the culture, like he moved away from the people and all that sort of thing, and there would have been a very interesting dynamic between when Lincoln turned up, as they did, because Lincoln was supposed to escape with Octavia and Kane and all those people to see Luna, and then it would have been a whole Luna, Lincoln, and Octavia triangle dynamic. You've got two powerful women kind of giving each other kind of evils like, who this bitch? And Lincoln would have just been like, babe, no, but honey. But the thing is, sweetie, I caught up, and then it would have just been a massive, beautiful orgy of three wonderful people.
I don't know about that.
No, okay, that bit didn't happen.
I don't know about that.
That bit didn't happen. That's fanfic. But yeah, so I preferred Octavia as she was, because I think there was just a bit more depth. I think after the Red business came, she was just angry.
What did you pick?
I'd probably pick Octavia.
Yeah, thank you for stopping. Enjoy the rest of the show.
I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Stay safe. Stay healthy.
I actually saw this little dude today. I would put in a footage right now. So cute. cosplayers, and the cosplayer catwalk is starting soon, so I think I'm going that direction.
Cosplay Catwalk hier mit euch sprechen darf. Wir haben wahnsinnig viele tolle CosplayerInnen dabei. Es wird bombastisch. Es läuft gleich so ab. Wir haben so ein bisschen geile Musik. Ihr dürft gerne dazu klatschen, wenn ihr mögt. Aber vor allem ganz wichtig, feuert die Leute an. Zeigt ihnen, dass ihr die Cosplays geil findet und das Cosplay auf die Comic-Con gehört. Kriegt ihr das hin? Ja, sehr gut. Super. Wir wollen aber natürlich auch noch unseren Sponsor präsentieren. Also einen großen Applaus für unsere Nudelsuppen. Ich habe gehört, du hast mir was mitgebracht.
Jawohl, das sind unsere 2 neuen Sorten. Wer möchte sie haben?
Wer will? Wer will? Vielen Dank. Ein Applaus für unsere Suppen.
So that last panel was nice. I'm actually going to leave the Comic Con right now. That will be the last Comic Con for this year. This was packed with panels, so if you would like to see something else, like food options or more stores, or whatever you want to know about Comic Con, just leave a comment leave a comment below. So we will leave links down in the description below of all the panels we filmed. We can't include them all because that will be a very long video, so we only leave some questions in this video. So we won't upload them immediately, but they will be. So I will see you next time. Bye bye!